looks the same. It's a shame because these are cool looking characters right here. The last Tekken I played was a little bit of 6. I didn't touch tag tournament, either one. Okay, this looks good. Some nice looking footage. Isn't it? Man, I'm not sure. I think it looks a bit cleaner. Yeah, Kuma's design is really cool. Gameplay design. Tekken Cross Street Fighter. If every character is like that, Tekken Cross Street Fighter will be a really good game. I might hop on that one. But, like, no promises. Depends on the roster. I reserve my opinion until I see it. He could have got a much bigger punish. I think he had to make a decision based on the side. I think he wasn't really 100% sure which way he should be doing the clap or whatever. Which side Ken would land on if he clapped. It's like a jump jab or something. Jump strong. I think it was jump strong. The forward is a super good button for Hugo. Unfortunately, he doesn't really have a whole lot of. What the fuck was that? That's no play. That's not like a meta at all. There was no reason that could have worked. That was just a giant risk for no reason. Hugo's really lacking in something fast that can kind of end a combo. He did a little bit of running there, so he lost his invincibility. He didn't expect Ken to actually hit a button. Hitting a button was pretty risky for Ken because it could have just been an unheld one. Wow, nice trade. Hugo's buttons are really disjointed hitboxes, which makes them really good at trading in scenarios like that. Particularly his jab and his clap. You can trade with a ton of shit. Or rather, a ton of. You can they have good hitboxes. It'd be more accurate to say interrupt. With fireballs, you can trade really easily. This is that matchup. X-copying Hugo isn't bad. Hugo has to choose his battles really carefully in this game. It's not like he's a crazy mix-up machine once he gets in. It's not like he even gets a really strong mix-up once he gets in. Obviously his command grab is high damage, and you can't tech it. But the range is actually not that good compared to other SPDs and other Street Fighter games. Hugo's pretty intimidating for the amount of damage he does, but you know, I wouldn't be super afraid of X-copy Hugo. For one thing, no EX Lariat is kind of a little bit of a problem. Not a huge one, but you know, that's a pretty good EX move. Or rather, Hugo's rather helpless without it. It's not even good. It's just that Hugo has no completions apart from that. His completions are clap into down medium kick. There's something about it. I can't place it. That's good. He's getting some good shoot down backbreakers. If you do that predictably, it's not super risky. I mean, what's 12 gonna do to punish you? Really? Yeah, I don't think he's gonna be able to kill Hugo in this time. He's gonna do a lot of damage though. Not even. Hugo wastes too much time. That was a really bad punish. He's about to eat an anti-air. He's gonna eat an anti-transformation hard pop, hard clap. And then it's gonna be cancel to super, and it's gonna fuck him up. There it is. This is it. What? Of all things? I think he's probably never fought a X-Copy 12 before, maybe. He was guaranteed to transform back there, and it was just fucking roundhouse. He was gonna be airborne, so Super 3 wasn't that good. A couple claps would have been alright, or a clap into towards spheres. I think it's, yeah. Normal grabs and SPDs both face that problem, to be honest. But it's alright, you can kind of let them fall. That's a lot of frames you can grab when the opponent's landing. I shouldn't say a lot, but like 4. You have landing recovery if you get parried midair. Some exceptions. You can't parry or block low if you get parried midair. Some exceptions. You can't even block at all in your landing if you get parried midair. Some exceptions. The thing is, when you get parried midair, you return to a normal jumping state eventually. So if you get like, I've maybe some of you guys have seen this before. If someone gets like an attack parried while they're still going up, they can attack again on the way down. That's because they return to their original jumping state after getting parried. That technically restores the ability for them to midair parry, and it also restores the ability for them to hit buttons, and it also allows them to like block immediately upon landing. But most jump-in attacks, if you parry them, people won't have enough time to return to that initial jumping state. I don't know how long it is to get to that state again. There's some weird mechanics associated with that I don't fully understand. We got a Q. Neffen's been learning this character. Says he likes him a lot. He's a bit awkward. It's been like making me see Q with new eyes. An extremely awkward character. We did some training mode kind of stuff recently. Doing Q juggles off of the half circle back kick. Yeah, it does seem to be based on what gets parried. Like if it's a heavy, it's longer, and if it's a light, it's shorter. That low strong anti-air, he's doing that a lot against Alex. Alex's down fierce is basically a non-factor in this game, and this Q is dead. Interesting. I mean, technically that was, you know, guaranteed. Yeah. It looks like that down roundhouse actually moves him in a little bit, which I didn't know. Because down roundhouse is kind of bad. Goes pretty far at least. He could have got another taunt. Probably should have. ATR clap was a taunt. He's looking super good right now. This is like really hard for him to lose. Alex is like generally at a small advantage in footsies in this matchup. I shouldn't even say a small, it's like a general advantage. But the health differential can get really bad. Unusual combo. If that was jump roundhouse and he did stand forward, it would have comboed and he wouldn't have been able to get like a super. Unfortunately, it's really important for Alex to be able to do stay medium kick super, because absolutely none of his special moves cancel the super. Not specifically true. That one does. That's the one. Unfortunately, he has no cancelable heavy in this game and no way to combo into a slash elbow, except EX. So your only two super cancels, the only two ways you can do normal special super as Alex are normal EX elbow super, which does barely any damage, or normal EX chop super, which does barely any damage. Or like, it does good damage for both of those combos, but not from the EX move. So the fact that you have to burn an EX move and a super to do those combos is pretty annoying. So Alex is way better off just going straight from normal to super, which also makes his confirming options really shitty. That being said, both EX chop and EX slash elbow are safe in this game. I think EX slash elbow can be punished by like Kenshipu, but not much stuff can punish it anyway. This is Kusaryu. He's a little bit further in the team now. He must be a stronger player. I think they based it on your previous win rate or something. EX. Like a jump jab. Oh, just trying to catch that air tatsu. Coward Copter's okay in this game. Being cornered is not really the end of the world. Or even that bad. Mobility is too good. And like things like backdashes, losing the ability to backdash is basically a non-factor. You don't really backdash anyway. Kusoru, I feel like I've seen that name. So it's just a pun. This Alex is struggling with some like very basic Ryu footsies. I feel like you should know how to fight this kind of Ryu if you've played this game a while. Oh, he went for a big punish. That was like respectable. He just missed his timing. Ugh, no combos. One thing about Ryu that like almost no one ever talks about is he's got fast as fuck heavies. That's one of his big character strengths. His close stay and fierce is like 4 frame, and his crouch fierce is like 4 frame. It's like something like that. It's like 5 and 4. The new timing notation. Nice. That was it. That was well timed. Hit the landing recovery. Yeah, Guilty Gear. I think I remember seeing him in like a Guilty Gear, like top 8 or something. Something big. Was it Evo? Nice punish. Yeah. Alex wouldn't even be that strong. He'd probably just be like mid or like even high tier if he had like good confirms, functional confirms. Alex is like the hardest time using meter of any character in this game, in a meaningful way. He's got lots of safe special moves. I'm not gonna click on either of those links. I'm gonna take your word for it. Oh, Hira. Maybe it was Marvel that I saw. I just recognize the name. Ah, missed the landing recovery. That was just what we were talking about. Hugo probably can't punish that. That's a general rule of, like, if something is safe on some characters, it's probably, Hugo's probably one of the characters. That being said, Hugo does have some unusual punish capacity by merit of his Super 1, which is pretty quick. 1 frame. So he can punish stuff that's normally pretty safe, like I think Remy Cold Blue kicks, or like Elena Mount Smash. I don't know. Stuff that leaves you point blank, but like is only barely minus. But there aren't that many moves like that in this game, to be honest. The pushback in this game is kind of big. Oh, his meaty glows fierce. Fierce. Got him! Interrupted. That only has a single frame of invincibility, but that's how much you need. Oh, that was probably supposed to be a cancel. I used to do that cancel a lot when I played Hugo. Stand like kick, cancel 2, running bear. It's a strong little setup. Ah. A lot of meter to use. Alex almost doesn't care. That just means his damage off of like a high jump fierce is gonna go down. If he even is in that situation at all, which he probably won't be. Nice parry, nice punish. Most of the time after a clap you don't even get that much fucking, I mean not a clap, after a parry you don't even get that much fucking damage as Hugo. You can. If you clap, if you punish, if you get like a lot of parries you can get an SPD, which is pretty good. Got the recovery. Doing parry into 720 is actually harder than it looks. I always just saw Hugo's doing that and like I didn't even think about it. But then I like tried to do it in the lab. Nice. It's Alex's Mudu. Hi, by the way. See how he actually grabbed the fucking cross counter? Zach. Isn't that like a Australian guy? Pretty sure I've seen that name in the Third Strike community. Oh, I don't remember. I've definitely seen Zach, though. Definitely. Oh, he could kill off this, and I think he did. The Super does pretty disappointing damage, but it's still higher than Super 3. He actually lost a bunch of hits, but he didn't need any, so... Even like a very, very raw connect, that Super's pretty weak for how long the bar is. The bar's not super long, but it's just a very weak Super. But you can get it relatively unskilled quite often just by getting, like, you know, towards Roundhouse and then link it. Scaling is purely based on number of attacks. Like number of hits, not attacks in this game. No! That was a standing opponent. Not a possible combo. What a bad punish! I'm pretty sure Alex can do reversal like hard chop there. But he didn't even get the close medium kick. He mistimed that. You can actually... The 3 DPs that Dudley does for Super 1 are actually different... they're not a true block string. So you can block the first 2 hits and then parry the second 2 and then parry however many your character needs to parry for the third one. Which will be different based on your character's height. This will kill, I think. But that would enable you to get a really big punish. Block first DP, block second DP, parry third DP, hard chop. That's what you should have done. It's a blue parry, it's not hard. It's not even risky either. Yeah, that would have been worse. Oh, no super there. I think he might have been too far out. I don't know. It looked good. He could have killed. I think he tried to. He got like a kind of weird thing right after the crouch roundhouse. What was it? He had like a super good scenario. Oh, it's the stand... I think that's stand medium kick? That might be stand medium punch. No, stand medium kick for sure. That was almost definitely a medium ducking. He was looking for medium ducking upper into super, I expect. That was the play there, and he like it looks like he went for it. Bane. This is almost certainly Turbine. Talbane. Both. Look at that stun bar. Elena gets a lot of dizzy off of all of her mix-ups. Her damage isn't very high though. That could have been jump fierce into, I guess, sweep? I don't know. Jump fierce land DP. It's, yeah, Dudley's jump is, it helps him more than it hurts him in this game. Being able to jump over fireballs is not a big deal. Most fireballs are pretty close to the ground. There's no high tiger shot in this game. So Dudley doesn't really lose anything for having a small jump, but it does make them harder to anti-air. The angle's a lot better too. Dudley's jump is a problem for a lot of characters. I don't like it as Oro. It's like high enough to go over like my stand roundhouse and stuff, but like not so high that I can really use like close strong all the time. Very nice use of these buttons. Wow, this is super clean actually. That's the problem with Elena, right there. Elena gets, if her poke is blocked or hits, she gets like a little bit. And if her poke is parried, it's a super confirmed for the opponent. That's like Elena's like big weakness. So everything she has is very mildly rewarding. But if the opponent defends themselves properly, they're like supremely rewarded. It's Elena's defect. Elena's special intro against herself. The Elena's actually start like on opposite sides. There's a matchup in CBS2 where they do that. Characters start on opposite sides from where they end up. I think it's Bison and someone. Bison Niori or something like that. I don't know. Her DP isn't invincible or anything, but the EX one might be. I actually don't know. But it's unthrowable, I think. Low strong into DP. Elena players.
しかもこのやってるのがタルさんとタックスさんということで、さらに読み合いが宇宙に。なるほど。はい。せめてこの宇宙ですね。
Back roundhouse beat the EX Mount Smash. Mount Smash is kind of a suicide move.
せめてこう大気圏内で戦ってほしいですね。宇宙の
Against a good player, against someone who knows the matchup would be more accurate. Since if you're a good player, you won't necessarily know to do. But like you can literally like see a Mallet Smash and just be like, hey, I'm gonna parry this. Even EX, any version. Just get 2 parries and then a big combo. It's pretty easy to react to. Even the really fast one is not that fast. Okay.
互い
XTP, it worked.
お
Might be
互いやりたい
invincible.
放題だこれどうすんの
Nice. His sweet, fully low profile DX Metal Smash. Having a low that low profiles an overhead.
飛びが通ったさあタックス
I think first set of EX Metal Smash already whiffs on Elena if she's crouching.
相手の得意
She's
技
got
で
the low
とどめを
profile
刺
crouch.
す
The EX Metal Smash is really good if you get an air connect. You can do a lot of stuff off of it. You can generally do another EX Mallet, which does a lot of damage in stun. If you want to pour in that meter.
続いて登場が
But you can also get
ちょっとこれキャラ差が
a lot of people get the towards medium kick, which I don't know why they get that. I guess it's consistent. I don't know. You can get like low strong into DP if you're in the corner. You can just get DP by itself generally.
押すボタン結構ヒット率高い
This is a bad matchup
最強になっております
for Oro, actually. Even on Kuroda's little list. Kuroda made like a tier list for Oro, and he put this as one of Oro's 3 bad matchups.
だれそうですね
It was like this Chun-Li and Ken, I think. I've played it a lot. It feels like 6-4. Elena's favor. Elena doesn't have anything in particular that makes her really... I mean, she has a little bit. She has a bit of wonkiness when she's being juggled. But if you do the right combos, that doesn't matter.
お
But every now and then it seems like you do everything right and then she still falls out.
ーなんかもう
She's one of the characters where which stones you get actually kind of matters a little bit. When you do
ヒーリングがある人は結
Super 3
構安心できないという
as Oro, like it summons random stones, and that like there's 2 different stone hitboxes. There might be more, but there's at least 2. Oh, bad
お
punish.
互いミスってしまった
Chun-Li is really bad. Chun-Li is like 7-3 or 8-2. Chun-Li is horrible for Oro. Everything else is okay. The old tier list put Yun as 7-3 against Oro, which I thought it was for a long time, but now the more I play it, the more it feels okay. And Kuroda on his list put it as 5-5, which is a bit crazy, but you know,
だけどこれそ
it's
ろそろ
Kuroda, so he's not
あ
wrong.
ひっくり返った
But this is just, it's purely her footsies are just really strong. She's very good at halting Oro's air approach, which almost no other character is.
タックスさんのブロも冴えるし
Oro like has to navigate like a two-way air mix-up for every single jump in. Like Elena beats Oro about as bad as Chun-Li does on the ground, except like doing way less damage because no Super 2. But then like, you know, at least Oro can jump in a lot against Chun-Li. He can't jump in a lot against Elena because Elena's got like a decent, a good anti-jump in mix-up. Stuff like that, like she can like see a jump and then do stuff like jump back strong fierce, or like jump roundhouse, or like staying strong on the ground, or like the EX Mallet or an EX Rhino Horn, or like make him land into a back roundhouse or a stand roundhouse, or like anti-air sweep. She's got so many things that like he can't really. Her buttons are just really good against his jumps.
夢が詰まってる中間が
She has very good air control,
えー
which is
続きまして
probably one of the biggest differences between her and Chun-Li. That's actually like better for Elena.
さあこれ
Elena's really good at controlling how people jump.
前回
There are a lot of matchups where that doesn't matter at all. It matters a lot against like Hugo, and it matters a lot against like Oro.
キャラ差は
Against most of Elena's matchups, that's like not a big deal. That doesn't like help her.
頑張りが返ってきて
I think she's not very good against dive kicks, so it's like twins. I think she's not so hot.
サードストライク頑張ってる俺とピエロとあとバルニャンさん3人目入りましたね入りました頑張ってる
That could have been a big
めっちゃ
punish.
頑張ってるよ
He hit a button in really early midair, so he could have been anti-aired free.
えカシ君はね強キャラ使いすぎよ
If you ever see someone hit a button, they sacrifice their ability to like hit to air parry. So then anti-airs abruptly become Street Fighter 4 style anti-airs,
いやでも
Street Fighter 2 style, Street Fighter 5 style, what have
土
you.
佐波は弱いじゃんだって
Just hit them with good hitboxes.
土佐波はだって2フレの技とかじゃないじゃんあれは繋がらないもんだってどこでも繋がる技持ってるのと持ってないじゃないやっぱりキャラ差あるじゃんやっぱりちょっと弱いよね
It's usually the same people. It's almost always Baron when there's a Remy on the screen,
そこはね頑張
like
り
it is right now.
ようわ
Alright, he's burning all of it. That's a pretty good 2-bar combo for Elena.
やばいやばいやばいやばいこのね単発
All the lows, that's the
ダメー
2 hit.
ジが
That's a nice little trick if someone's expecting to parry.
あれね
force them to parry twice.
食らうとねイライラしてくんね
And if they're looking to parry twice, they might miss one parry stuff. All the lows can be like overheads, and all the back roundhouses can be like car throws. And it's pretty terrifying when she gets in. She's got literally a four-way mix-up between like unthrowable move, like low overhead, and car throw. And they all do pretty good stun. But they all do very low damage. Elena Urian is like a solid 5-5. It might be a smidge in Urian's favor even. Elena has to play a very non-special move game if she's fighting a good opponent, because most of Elena's special moves kind of fall apart once you know the game. Link's Tail is pretty good in terms of like, it's very unsafe, but like, you know, in terms of like the mix-up it provides, the fact that it's like a low, and it doesn't do very much damage, but it's not like horribly risky. This one. Rhino Horn is pretty bad, unless it's like the anti-air EX one, or even the anti-air regular one, I guess. Against a good opponent, Mallet Smash is pretty bad against a good opponent. Spin Scythe is only really good in combos and maybe in certain matchups against a good opponent. DP is, of course, a DP. Elena's normal game is really strong, but her special moves are just like, have almost no footsie use. If someone knows the game. That could have been background house, and Elena literally would have won right there and then. Okay. See how that didn't stun or kill that towards medium kick there? I think the towards medium punch comes out, or I think it does a little bit more damage for stun. But it's yeah, I think it has more range too. But it's a little bit slower, and that slight slowness makes it a lot harder to actually land. Towards medium kick is one of the fastest overheads in the game. It also has really good range. This Elena player doesn't really use her car throw that very much. So how you use that background house to anti-throw tech there? Background house is like throw invincible from like the frame you did it. See that? Did it again. It's not that bad to eat, fortunately. There's no conversion. There's no conversion from towards medium kick or towards medium punch. There's no conversion from any of her lows. I don't even think she can... I think she can super cancel low short, but there's no link from low short, and she can't do anything with down medium kick or down hard kick or slide. So you either have low short, fray it hits, and super cancel, or you've got just poke with lows. Mallet Smash doesn't super cancel in this game either. I mean, not Mallet Smash, Link's Tail. Unlike in Street Fighter 4. Yeah, your instant hard kick is pretty cool. That's like a pretty nice little thing he has, the little shimmy. This is that bad matchup again. When I was running Super 3, I always liked Super 3 in this matchup. Because you can't cross up Elena in the corner, so you need a very, very good connect to actually be able to do the infinite on her. But Super 3, you actually have a touch of death on her. If you get stand medium punch, wow, nice block. It might have been a parry attempt. Okay, there's no juggle there. Yeah, see that? Like, there's very little. But now had to parry 2 hits to catch that jump back roundhouse. And then even if he parried both hits, he'd only get like an air throw or like a jump roundhouse of his own. Like, that's it. Very low risk, high reward for the Elena player. Oh, but if Oro gets like a low strong, and he has, I mean a stand strong, and he has like a super or pretty close to a super, and he's somewhat close to the corner, he can just kill you. Sands of Time playthrough made you buy Sands of Time. Have you played any of them? They're all really good. Sands of Time is probably the most. He can do it. He can kill. What is this? For now? Oh no, I understand now. It's the time. It was the clock. Supering it all was dumb. For a second, I thought he didn't know the setup, and he was just doing something dumb as fuck. But now I see he was just trying to do damage as fast as possible. That's the setup, or that was a time where he could have landed it. The touch of death. I think it's not actually a touch of death with that setup, but it's very close to a touch of death. Sands of Time is probably the most quality one, but it's also like the most dated. It's like the easiest to like break nowadays. Wind Waker or Warrior Within is probably the best to go back to, but it was probably the worst on the first playthrough, I think. But I really like the non-linearity of it. That was kind of cool. 5 stone. You can't combo. Oh, what the fuck? It actually comboed. It's a mystery. I only go back to the third one like once in a blue moon, but it's like a pretty good game. I think that the stealth kill system was the best thing that could have ever happened to like Prince of Persia combat. It's not like the combat's that bad, but like it's very, well, it's kind of bad. It's very tedious. Enemies are kind of hard to kill, and there's usually a whole lot of enemies, and it's usually just doing the same thing over and over to kill the enemies, particularly in Sands of Time, where there's like 2 moves that will literally kill like every single enemy in the game between one of those 2 moves. It's like, okay, I can jump off the wall and instantly kill half the enemies, and jump over the heads of the enemies to instantly kill the other half. Well, players say this matchup is trash. Probably because Elena's air control. Who confirm? You never see combos like that. But they're important. They're desperate. They're hungry.
お願い勝利当たったらヒーリングみたいなそういうパターン狙ってましたよね。しっかりそこは咎めていく山さん。さあだが第2ラウンドまだわかんない。相手はヒーリングだ。うまい。
Two Thrones is like the perfect ending to the Prince of Persia trilogy, and yet it's kind of hard to go back to. I don't know why. It's not hard to go back to. I liked the Dark Prince quite a lot. He was like a funny character and a fun gameplay style. I don't know. Something about it was just kind of generic. That's cool. There were a lot of games I played as a kid. The Pikmin one comes to mind really recently. A lot of games I played as a kid where I didn't really get what they were all about, and then I replayed them and it was like, wow, this is actually a really good game that I just didn't understand. I was like that with Azure Dreams. I liked it as a kid, but like I didn't understand most of the mechanics, and then I went back and replayed it recently and it was like, wow, this game is a lot better than I gave it credit for. Very underrated little PS1 gem in Game Boy Color. I feel like Digimon World might be one of those games, or Digimon World might actually be shitty. I've got to replay that to figure out which one. Final Fantasy Tactics. I didn't understand what was going on at all when I was a kid. Like both from a storyline and a mechanics perspective. And now I understand both the mechanics and the storyline, and the game has gone from like kind of interesting to like 10 out of 10. One of the greatest games ever made.
行かなきゃいけないみたいな。ああ、そうなのかな。
That air axe, is that really safe?
やはり山さんのやり込みがキャラ差を覆すのか。
I thought Mischief Makers would make more sense when I played it as an adult, but it didn't. Pretty great game.
これはすごいな。投げでもあんなちょっとしか減らない。
But goddamn.
うまい。うまいぞ。あ、これ死んじゃう？
I never touched any of the Wise games.
もうこれ圏内ですね。
These
当然。
games.
当然圏内入りましたね、これね。やばい、EX ラムだ。きつい。
Super Salt 12 play.
おー、きつい。きついよ。今のこの距
This
離
12
は
was killing
き
it.
つかったね。続きまして。あ、葵さん、あ、ごめん。さあ来たよ、ついに登場。最近のナンバーワンやり込み勢、葵さん。
I liked Prime quite a lot when I played it initially, and then I played it more recently and liked it more. I had a friend, or have a friend, who tends to get mad at video games, and then he was playing Prime, like blind, while me and my other friend, who like both have beaten the fuck out of Prime, were watching him. It was pretty funny for us. That was a good tackle on the Sermon House. That was like a read, I think. I think he was literally reading that and punishing it. Tackle has a decent hitbox coming in, so you've got a decent chance of beating something. But 12 can punish it. That being said, 12's punish on a tackle will probably be something like crouch jab. Whew. Very nice walk. 12 has low profile on forward and back walk. It's a very deliberate mechanic. They wanted him to be able to walk under fireballs. He could have juggled with another needle. That would have been really cool. It might have needed to be EX though, because he was really far away. I think hard needle doesn't quite go full screen, but EX needle tracks. Nice confirm! That was an empty cancel, I think. Unfortunately, that's like 12's longest combo that he can feasibly land in a match. One light normal, fucking light axe, one hit into super. He's in a really good position right now, though. That could have been a super confirm, I think. Unless it falls out of the range. Does punish. Now he's in a horrible position. This is where you never, ever, ever want to be. It looked like he tried to escape somehow. He was getting hit before the up-down mix-up was even happening. That was really sick. Didn't get another mirror, though. That was really sick. That's brave. Like, that doesn't, like, most people are going to be waking up Tekken FO or something there. That setup with the whiffed overhead, I mean the whiffed headbutt, that was pretty hot. I've never seen that particular one in the corner like that. Usually knee drop there. 12 has so much control so often. Even if he parried both hits at that EX axe, it was safe. That was cute. I don't know how much you can mash the non-EX one. I don't know how much you can mash the EX one. That move works a little bit like electricity. Smart. Yes, the 12 win pose! That's the pose if 12 gets it perfect. All the other 12s come out. For those who aren't quite up to snuff on the Street Fighter lore, 12 is a weaponized super soldier being developed by Gil's group. Necro was the prototype, or something. He's called 12 because there are 12 of them. I think he's also the 12th. I don't even know if there are 12 of them. I think there are. He's also the 12th model. I guess he's called 12 for both of those reasons. His little friends that fucking come out during his perfect and then during the intro with 12 with Necro, those are also all 12. It's not like those guys are like 5 through 11 or something like that. Everything that looks like 12 is 12. That's what the number refers to their production model or whatever. Twelve could technically be called a villain, but really he's just following orders. We don't know how intelligent he is. Ugh, that was cool. Juggling into low strong and then canceling the super before it could reset. That was really cool. This matchup is definitively 6.53 3.5. See that really slow fireball followed by that really fast fireball?
いうことで、さあコロさん、そっか、それでいいのか、まずは。まずはそれでいいのか。
Free will, I didn't know that. Look at this fireball
こ
speeds.
れから今日ユウさんがワンチャン近くなったから時々遊びに来てくれるかもしれないですよ。お、
Oro's a pretty good aura. Sin jab? No, he did. That was unusual. That was not the right juggle in my opinion. Although it is one that's kind of hard to parry out of. Keeps the opponent airborne kind of a long time. The whiffing the low short is supposed to get stones to hit, but not a button that's parryable. So Oro doesn't get put into the parry freeze or anything. The stones get put into the parry freeze if the opponent parries. And then the fireball keeps the opponent midair and gives them an additional parry, and then Oro can still hit them. Even if they parried all that, Oro can still hit them before they can land. Parrying midair keeps you, like, you don't descend while you're air parrying. It's a cute little setup, but like I would have just liked to see Stamina House. Oro's damage and stun are just fucking killer here. If Oro gets a good connect with a stone combo, it's literally like about 70% of Remy's health in just one combo. He also has a touch of stun in the corner, but it's pretty hard to do. And to be honest, I've never seen anyone do it in a real match. It's like a juggle into stones and then get like one stone hit, then juggle a fireball, then juggle like very far medium kick. Like a max range far medium kick. What the fuck was that? Looked like empty jump pause parry, which is actually not a bad play on someone anticipating a jump and stomp. Jump and stomp was really obvious there. He basically can't win at this point because of the timer. Wow. Tekken 2 is still a pretty good game. I've played it. Tekken 1 feels really horrible with the weird jumping and stuff, but Tekken 2 like doesn't really feel that much worse than Tekken 3. Tekken 3 just gave us an incredible roster, but the mechanics were already kind of there. I've technically played all the numbered Tekken games except 7. Woo. That's strange. This is a good play. But he's still in a kind of bad position. This won't kill, I don't think. It didn't even come that close to killing. Oro technically. Whew, that was scary. Oh, got it. He got it. That was scary. All the Tekkens are too similar for one of them to be third strike. Oro can just duck under Remy's fireballs. Parrying them allowed him to dodge later mix-ups though. Like he gets put in kind of a bad situation if he's ducking under a fireball and Remy like moves in and tries to Tekken throw. While you're ducking under a fireball, it's like, well, if I stand tech this, I can block the fireball and then I die. She can't super through that. He couldn't do anything meaningful from that booger. If he gets a forward throw, he could win. Whiff punish your low forward from half screen. That's not fair. Chun-Li's not fair. That's quite an amazing match. Shook out after one. Forward throw has really bad reward. Oh, he quickstood. It's quite hard to quickstand that. Usually you only have a couple frames because Oro's super animation makes you lose hits. It like gobbles up your inputs.
さあやばい
Or rather, a super freeze in general gobbles up inputs.
うわーこっ
I
から
don't understand why they did
どう
that.
する
She already
取れる
landed.
取れなかったー
That's nice. Huh. Okay, he's going for this. Blocked correctly.
うわあれ立ちガード
Chun-Li could have quick stood out of that.
さあこっから
Got a stand roundhouse. That was really risky. Chun-Li can fully duck stand roundhouse and then also whiff punish it with crouch medium kick and then confirm that into super. Ugh. Oro got lucky.
そっかあれ中足じゃなくて八景だあそうなんだじゃあダメだね今のボタンのあれも
Early jump medium kick. Now he's got a Crota setup going on. That was not it. That was not the setup.
えあれ
It
は
was instant jump medium kick, kind of early, followed by land, stay medium kick, cancel the uppercut, cancel the super. That is the Crota setup. Sora stronger than Dalsum? That's really a super hard question to answer. ST Dalsum, no.
絶対負けない
Or when you say strong, do you mean like canon stronger? That's a really hard question to answer. Dalsum in canon is supposed to be one of the strongest characters, to be honest. Got the low. That's a low overhead mix-up. It's pretty solid. Misses the juggle.
コロさん大事なところで
Wow, that was a whiff punish too.
マジでうわ八景強いぞ
投げて
That was a really bad jump. If Koro did the right thing there. Oh, nice. This kills. This kills. Whew.
できる
Really, really good conversion.
コロさんできる
I'm gonna take a leak. Be right back. Damn, I stepped on my scale while I was in the bathroom. I'm 5 pounds down from where I was about a week ago. Week and a half.
やっぱ白い歯見したね白い歯見れてしかなかったねこれでさあここで先に大将を引きずり出したのが
YSB! I don't know who I want to win. These are two of my favorite players here.
YSB さんまでもうこれはファイナルバトルにな
Oh,
る
that could have been a lot. That could have been just a jump roundhouse.
もしくは
No need for fancy.
YSB ハウスに連
Oro can actually do jump fierce in this matchup. And it's
2人の相性ってどうなんですかねあんまり
usually only one parry due to wackiness, but it can hit twice on Hugo.
対戦してるの見たことねえな
This is not a bad time to go for this. He got the overhead. Low or overhead, both combo to launcher, so. And you can just react to either one. It's really busted.
ロボット
You're basically guaranteed to get like pretty good damage
弱いんだっけ
with a corner activation.
なんかとりあえずでかいのが強い
あーだんだんでかく
This
なる
matchup is 6.5, 3.5. I'm pretty sure about that. I thought it was worse than that, but like the more I play it, the more it feels okay.
YSB
Hugo's got good buttons to like trade with Oro.
上からとか言ってる逆らえないからやっぱ
The jumping is the problem though.
だって安定がくぐるでしょ
Jumping in is kind of hard because you've got Oro's air throw to contend with, you've got like jump fierce to contend with, you've got like parry, anti-air parry into close strong, just dash under close strong, that kind of stuff.
何やってんだ
Dash under sweep. This is like very difficult. It's winnable. It's very winnable for YSB. It's actually not that hard. Yeah, okay. Gonna say it's not that hard for Hugo to keep out so that none of the stones are hitting to halt the approach. Not as bad as it looked. The stones do chip, so if he blocked a single stone, he was dead. Wake up stomp. He actually didn't go reversal. Stop is unthrowable from the first frame you input it. Or rather, it can only get air thrown from the first frame you input it.
うまい
It's pretty hard for Oro, for Hugo to punish Wake Up Hard Stomp. He has to like super after it, I guess.
ヒューゴ側の下段は
まあこすりなんじゃないですか。
こすりかでもこすりも強いね
強いよ。
うわうわ
パチンパチン
Well.
パチン。
多分あいつ
Please
前
stand
ブロばっ
strongs.
かりやってて全部遅らせないで
The main problem with Street Fighter V is not the lack of zoning character strength, it's more the lack of zoning characters at all. Nash has a decent capacity to play defensive and zoning. It's not a great, but it's decent. And he's not that bad of a character. Anyone who says Nash is bottom tier is just memeing. Well, he might be bottom tier, but like bottom tier is not so far removed from like, it's not like Nash can't win.
早出しは結構きついんじゃないですか。
Oh, later.
おあるよ
Chun-Li is quite defensive. Chun-Li is extremely defensive in Street Fighter V. That was kind of tricky. I've never seen that setup. That's cool. Meaty stand light kick is a very common thing to go for, but then he immediately used it to cover a cross up, which then would have comboed from the like stones. That was like a good little setup. Probably gonna steal that.
あの下段のやつか俺もねやっちゃうんだよなたまにな
ついついやっちゃう。
ついついおおマジか
Anti-air repeated jabs. Oh shit. This is like suddenly tying it up.
さあじゃんけんポン
Yup.
大パンチ。
Very, very scary. It's like, what do you do about that? You can high block, but you get tossed by SPD. You can parry, but then you get tossed by SPD. He was outside throw range. You can't jump. The key just had to be right. It was just a guess. EX SPD or EX uppercut would have worked there, I guess.
最初のポジションまで行きますね。
やはりバーサスの東西戦はよくできてますね。
なぜかよくできている。
これどうなんですかね。誠が圧倒的有利な。
Mm. Well, SP's a god, I'm sorry.
はい。
That's some pretty shit we just saw. That was a punish on that jumping attack.
5.5、4.5。
Yum! He did the right amount of walking too. He didn't dizzy or kill. Oh my god, best possible ending. Are you kidding me? Why SP? He hit low short. Why didn't you do fucking anything else? He picked Hugo's literally lowest damage normal. Trying to pursue that cherry tap or something. Nash has a school costume too? I saw a school costume, it was Armika. I like the school costume trend, it's cool. I can't see Nash in school though. I miss Nash had like a kind of almost bookish kind of badass, if that makes any sense. That was like his style in like Alpha. He looked like if you took a scholar, like his character was like if you took a scholar and then roided him out. You know what I mean? I feel like that was lost in Street Fighter V. Well, of course it was going to be lost because he basically just gained a new like everything with the fucking zombie mode.
死んだんだね。死ぬ。
さあ今日。
キャラ差だろうこれ
That's the end of the archive. No, yeah, that's the end of the
この
archive.
キャラしかいないこれで
Something about him was just very unassuming, which I really liked in Alpha. You know what I mean? He's less unassuming now. It wasn't just the glasses, it was the unassumingness too. The way he'd polish off the glasses before a fight. I guess his stance to some degree as well.
なってんのかな。
これはもう PA
なってますね。
I just killed the fly. don't get flies in this room very often.
これはかなり辛いんですよね
でもさ、結構近づきにくいんじゃないこれ多分。ああでも一回通っちゃえばね。
He has like a really intense like look in his face in Alpha, but also he's like he's not trying to he's not trying to intimidate or anything like that. They did something really good. I don't know how to explain it, but there was some really good element of his design in Alpha. They did very little to create a very a very well characterized character, I suppose. Alpha? Team Spooky? Is it Alpha 2? Too Old, Too Furious? We might take a look at that in a minute. That sounds kind of good. He definitely still looks intense in 5. But there's something about the unassuming I feel like is just gone. He's not unassuming anymore.
ただこれまだ逆転できるんで、時間がもう無理か、もう無理だ。
もう厳しいですね。
さあタイムオーバー、まあ急らしいというか。
He's no nonsense, which is kind of like being unassuming, but not really.
そうですね。1。
1回入りましたね。
さあまだ硬くなりきってないので投げ痛いぞこれ。
Alpha 2 and 3 Alpha 3 is like a lot more popular in Japan. Alpha 2 is making a resurgence a little bit in both Japan and America, but 3 was the more popular one basically from the second it came out. 3 was played for a really long time. It might be the anger. He looks more angry, like the intensity looks more angry. He looked intense but not angry in Alpha.
全てが弱いわけじゃないんでね、このいわゆる弱キャラって言われてるキャラたちも。
Only got a few hits. That was a hella hard parry.
拾わないんだね。
From that range. I use a fight pad.
これは自利品ゼロベット。
But I'm not playing right now, so.
さあバルニャンさんが
Remy's win pose.
先生。
さあこれはまだF さんじゃあちょっとこれできる？じゃあそのまま
Have they bring Remy back someday?
これタルさんですね。
バインさんです。
はい、
すいません。
ち
ちょっとパソコンの操作が。
That ain't me.
まあでもあんまやんなくていいよ。
Make it stop. Okay. What do you mean about how he throws sonic booms? I feel like his sonic boom animation was relatively faithfully captured. Needs to be calm to throw it with one hand. Is that really part of the lore? It's part of the lore that like throwing a sonic boom at all is kind of hard. I thought it was just part of the lore that Gal uses two hands because it's hard. Nash is better at throwing sonic booms, so he only needs one arm. I like the way he throws them. He's like slinging them. He's not tossing it like a frisbee like Seth is. He's throwing it more like a fucking Olympian. Like a discus. Wow.
さあ炸裂してバイン連携が刺さってさあエレナ・ヒューゴーもまたこれヒーリングの時間ですよね。
さあ来ました。これはまた辛いです。
いや
Remy throwing one-handed fireballs is never addressed. Where Remy learned to fight is not addressed. Remy's power level is not addressed. We don't know anything about Remy. We don't know a damn thing about Remy. The most likely thing we know is that fucking he's French and Abel is French and Abel knows Guile. So there may be some relationship between fucking Guile and Remy and Abel. But that's really desperate. We don't fucking know. Remy has no ties to any other Street Fighter character. Hey, that's the punk that stole my sweet moves.
あ、多分
入るでしょ。
And he never lived it down, Guile.
上中には入るんじゃない多分。
100%
位
different.
置にはいます。
What about his 2-hit crutch
やっぱり
roundhouse?
その出る技結構強いですからね。
そう。
What about his rising rage flash?
これが弱い者いじめたるゆえん。これさ、使った後たまんのやっぱやべえな。もう一
Whoa.
回。
It's like a Star roundhouse that came out the wrong way, but still dodged a little short.
またため直しができるという。
そう。
そしてバインさんこれかなり処理モードだったか。
さあ、さすがにゼロドット。うわ、きつい。
Alright, that's the new head cannon. Remy learned to fight from T-Hawk.
次、ドライさんですね。ドライさんお願いします。
We're gonna get same exact matchup? Yep.
おう。
Talking about Dorai coming on.
3人目、1P 側が3人目、ドライさんですね。2P 側はバインさん2人目です。
I wish they would do anything to spice up T-Hawk's character. Condor's Fire was a pretty good attempt, I suppose.
9号2連続って。
When you think about, like, T-Hawk needs an overhaul, like, really badly.
いつも切れてますよ、バインさんは。
Got him? Got him. This might kill.
いただきました。これ死ぬのか。
Elena doesn't have that much health.
残るか。
Woo!
減った。ヒーリングする間もなく貫いていった。
That was powerful, man. That was like 50, 55, 60% of her HP right there. Just one go. Elena has the same HP as Oro, which is like the rough equivalent.
体育出ますね。
It would be like 930, I think, in Street Fighter 5 numbers.
さあ1回目のヒーリング。
There's a web client called it's like a program you have called Fightcade that lets you net play against other people in various arcade games, and Street Fighter 3 is one of them.
さあ出た連携。
So you just get the ROM for Street Fighter 3, and then you get Fightcade.
うわー、スクラッチホイールを潰した。
These guys are playing locally though. This is a Japanese
3
arcade.
人目がこっちは
They're playing on cabinet.
エレナがすみません、こっちも考えてませんでしたね。連続してましたね。失礼します。いや、これは厳密なかぶせです。さあやっぱりアーツはヒーリング。
やはりヒーリング。もうこれヒーリング以外使っても
What's with this matchup?
勝率が落ちそうですよね。
Why are there 2 Elenas in a row and 2 fucking Hugos in a row? Oh my god, that was some strong Elena
スタッチ
sequencing.
長いな、ヒューゴ。大きだったらもうスタンリーチでブルってる動きなのに。
Was Rufus not there?
あ、もうワンチャンリーチじゃなくてピヨってるかもしれない。
そうそうそう、そんぐらいの勢い。本当にスタンチが。
I remember that Sodom was there.
さあでも追い込んでるドライさん。
Yeah, Seth was there.
からまくるか。
Seth was on the table with
これは貫いた。
Seth was on the table with Gil and Urian, if I recall.
いいよ。ドライさんいけますよ。ドライさんいけます。全然いけますよ。
I wonder if Seth actually died.
無理せずゲージを貯めるところからでしょう。
まあね、ここでアザースゲージを
アザスゲージ。
貯めてって。
Kyosuke. Kyosuke's a character. He's like the same deal as the Nash I was just describing. He's intense, but also unassuming.
もう少しで圏内に入りますね。あと一撃。
He looks dangerous without being angry.
ギガス圏内ですね。
Kyosuke's a cool character.
圏内なのか。
Oh no!
あ
Oh no! Gimmicks. We got gimmicks.
スペシャルに超似てるんだけど。
If you miss punishing my lariat, you die. Lariat's quite unsafe.
本日4回目 ?3 回目 ?4 回目
しっかり圏内に入ったのを確認して、さあここから海外勢ゾーンに入りましたね。
そうですね。
2P が
海外の遠征の方は今日結構いるんで、まあ同士打ちがないようにっていうわけではないんですけど、まあ割とやっぱ外人の方強いキャラを使う傾向がやっぱりありますので、それを
When it's showing Oro, you can click on Oro's turtle and it falls over. You can click on the models and they all fall down. And you get an achievement. He beat Ryu in the finals, but Ryu got the crowd chanting, "Old man makes scrotum face." Very unsportsmanlike in my opinion.
ギガスをどうせ嫌がるだろうというシュートを。
ああ、まあそうだよな。飛びますよねっていうシュートダウン。
Dora's playing this immaculate. Who's Phil? It didn't even hit!
マジで
I think he was out of range horizontally.
うわ当たって削りかと思いきや当たんないでまだ諦めてないスクリュー。ドライさん
これ確かにびっくりしますね。
When that collab came out, Street Fighter 4 was still relatively new.
ワンさあうまいきっちり。
I like how it's Ken
やべ殴り合い。
これは
getting serviced by Armika.
ギガスは届かないのかな。
あちょっと
That lariat.
これは
Whiff jump down fierce.
入って
Mash super. Dorai's getting a lot of fucking supers.
さすがに貫いていく。
やべドライさん強えなおい。
ギガス絶好調。次 JP さん。
I guess Akuma's probably my favorite part of that skit.
見たことあるかもしれない。
Akuma's pretty good in the whole collab. I like him a lot in the fucking Shadow
アメリ
Party.
カじゃないですかねライアンつながりで。
そうか。
そんな感じな。
Ken in the Shadow Party.
これまあ丁寧にいけば。
Ken in the one where it's fucking
思いますがただ
Ryu masturbating in the fucking dojo.
ぶっちゃけ
That was funny.
危ないです。
危ない。
やっぱこのゲーム
Yeah,
の
Steam
特
Flips
性上
fam.
ブロッキングから
はい。
リターンがね、まあヒューゴは比較的やっぱでかいじゃないですか。ワンブロームーンとかがねあ
そうです
るからね。
ね。
ただすごい危ない危ない。
危ないですね今とかもねちょっと怖いね。
Get him? Oh my god, that really got him! That was like the max. I've never seen it go that far in my life.
とかがねあ
そう
るからね。
ですね。
I can't believe how far it went. That's just straight kills from this health. Easily, this is Akuma. Does about 75% of his HP. That went so far.
これは残念ながらゴーキは死んでしまい
Holy
ます。
shit.
吸い込んでた。マジかよ。
I can't stop.
すごい怪しいとこなんですけど。
Whoa, don't point that thing at me.
よく回してきました。さあそれは投げ角。
Ugh,
ここは昇竜ベッパで暴れてって。
Super is not that unsafe.
裏
Wake up DP canceled the Super is like an okay way to wake up. It's certainly a lot better than DP by itself.
ゴーキの PA ね、攻撃力 1.4 倍なんでめちゃめちゃ強いです。
Nice confirm.
他のキャラの PA より全然強いです。
Hugo's in a really bad situation right there, yeah.
そうですね。
That's unthrowable for its whole animation.
ここでうまく取り返してゲージ状況もなかなかいいですね。
そうですね。
Demon Flip is also airborne frame 1,
無理に行く。
which lets you dodge throws. He can also teleport.
ドライさんのギ
So
ガスが
overall,
溜まりきる
Akuma's
前に
pretty hard to
殺
actually
したいか
toss.
でも溜まっちゃったぞ。ちなみにもう1ドットぐらい減る
Could have been a light tossing maybe.
もうやばいもんね。
もうやばい。ゴーキはもうやばい。
もうぐるぐるやられて帰って
ゴーキムーンとギガスで死にます。もうこ
Nice read.
これ知識ない。
That's not too rewarding even when you get it, and it's like a pretty hard read.
もう昇竜メッパーを食らうと、ゴーキはあと3回ぐらい触れば勝ちます。
Akuma's probably just fine with that. Whoa, this could turn around really, really fast. There it is.
下段が埋まっ
さあ
た。
ドライさんが暴れ回ってる。
ドライさん強えなおい。今日は強いぞ。ネイとユンの登場ですね。
やっぱ海外の方キャラが全員
Nate.
強いですね。まあゴーキ強くねえや。
え
ゴーキは強くねえや。
いやいやいや、ゴーキ強いぞ。
いや真ん中ぐらいで。
いやいやいや。ど真ん中ぐらいあれば十分強いよ。
まあね。戦える。
いやーこれは
おっと打開が入ったがその後が繋がっていない。結構ねこの組み合わ
Oh,
せ
that
も
towards fierce. Good
徹
spacing.
底してゲージ貯めて
This is some nice lame
一年
Yun.
処理のようにやっていかないと。
Playing highly safe. He expected to. He did the shoulder there, expecting to build Gane, but he didn't get it. For some reason, I never ever get that cancel.
ヒューゴはね
I have to like overmash the fuck out of it. I don't understand. There's some weird thing going on with the mechanics,
うん
but I can never get that, even though it should be pretty easy.
ですよ。
ねえ
Jabs short, strong, light shoulder, super.
なんてことはないです。危ない
But
危ない
like
まあ
the
誠
the
なくない
the light shoulder makes it a lot harder
いや誠は下から
for some reason for me. I usually just do like jab, short, strong, super. But the shoulder is good to add if you
一本取っていったのはネイト。
まあやっぱ現役時に装備してる
need a little bit more
多少
meter.
触りに行ってもっていうね。
そうだね。
Oh,
さあ
GG
もうここで
this is like super hard to come back in now.
当たりますね。
He has no meter and he's nearly dead. He's dead to 1 SPD.
早いですね。おーっと
GG
P 勝ち。
一回も飛ばれてないですもんね。
Bob is pretty cool. I like Bob's grab where he doesn't actually like it has like a it just throws you into the air and then you can juggle out of it and it does no damage or like it does all its damage during the like ground hit, but you can take the ground hit. But like if you do a very there's like a follow up where you can I should say a follow up. You can juggle the opponent and get more damage than the ground tech would have done with the ground hit. But it's like kind of precise. I love the idea of that special move grab where it literally just shows you into the air. I presume he still has that in Tekken 7. I think they don't usually remove attacks in Tekken series. Alright, he's just going for the baby juggles. That's a nice little transfer, actually. Oh, palm came out the wrong way. Oh, I think he was expecting... What the fuck was that? Must have been expecting to be parried. If the opponent parries a clap, then... wow. If the opponent parries a clap, then literally the cancel the super will just catch. There's nothing the opponent can do. There's absolutely nothing the opponent can do. Tenren? Like that Tenren? Our Tenren? USA? GGPO? I play this guy all the time. He's really good. Dude, I play this guy. He was in Japan. Tenren, dude. Yeah, Go can toss us that, I guess. I don't remember how much damage back throw actually does from Goken if you just let them land. Uh-oh. Is this really gonna kill? Ibuki's health is pretty low. It's like the next lowest after Akuma, I think. Or maybe the twins are less than her, I don't remember. But her health is like way below average. It's like the 900 equivalent. Tenren has a very, very safe playstyle. Whoa, got him. You have to parry your way to an opening. He doesn't like take a whole lot of risks. Whew. The talent raises defense. Not as profound an effect as Q. Hugo's health is pretty high, should be obvious. Ibuki recovers there. You gotta be kind of careful about what you make her recover into, because she can just parry you, potentially punish. That should have been a super maybe, instead of an EX. Now he's in kind of a bad screen position. Never mind. I would say he has overall a small advantage right now. That should have been close roundhouse or something. Darius being really, really slow to try and like contest with throws in anticipation of Super 1. Tenren's playing this pretty well. This is really hard for Hugo to win unless he gets, random Super. Nice. Tenren played that well. Quite frankly, I think Hugo would have a really fucking loose ass. Alright, has Tenren ever played a fucking good 12 in his life? We're about to find out. That was back medium kick anti-air. Specialty normals. I forgot that normal even existed. Back medium kick is one of his like 3 cancels. It's like his low short. Maybe his jabs, I don't know about his jabs, but definitely low short, definitely stand strong. Definitely back forward. And then also stand forward into jumps. Technically speaking, you can do like stand medium kick, and then super jump cancel and then jump like super before you leave the ground. Neat. Tenren does more close roundhouses than any other Ibuki I've ever seen in my life. He loves that normal. It's a good normal. It's unsafe on block, but it's basically Oro's launcher, but without Oro's follow-ups. But it still has okay follow-ups, so.
ただまあね、やっぱジャンプ大キックとか、ジャンプ大パンとか大キックとかね、地上の大キックとか、強い
That was
技、こ
punish.
ういう技を
That
ね、
was really bad.
無駄
Jump
に
attack.
食らわないことがやっぱ大事なんでしょうけど、
あ、
あれも結構強いよね。
Wow.
さあ、うまい、これは減る。
おー減る。だがここでまだ諦めてない。
That was technically a punish on the close run
や
house.
る気は満々だったね。
Tenren has good momentum.
一回でダウン取れれば。
He has a way, he like knows how to make his setups bleed into each other. The things he looks for, often his setups bleed into each other. That little stem medium kick cancel to command dash, you can technically punish it, I think. I don't actually remember. But it's pretty scary because the throw, like taking the throw and like being safe against a jump super. I think that was a punish. That throw right there. But if like Ibuki does jump super, it'll punish you trying to take a throw. Ugh.
あ、ただこれはいい状況だ。画面端に連れてっている。
So you gotta be on point.
おっと NDL を潰している区内で。さあこれは削り
Oh my god, what a
ゲージ
read.
がなくなったぞ。吐き捨てた。
I don't think 12 was worse than Sean.
さあきっちり天然さんが
The thing is, Sean has some tools that are like actually definitively very competitive.
もう動きもあと何発何を触れば削
Like
り
his forward dash is alright.
動きやってるのですごいしっかりして
He's
ま
got
す
some
ね。
shoulder normals, and those shoulder normals are fine.
はい。試合のプランがちゃんとできてる感じでした。
Or some of them are fine, some of them are really shitty. Some of them look fine, but then aren't. Whenever I see like someone like Tenren here, it's like, how would I do over here?
これはどうなんだろう。タ
I wanna
ッチジャンプ
play
が
Akuga.
しゃがみに当たるのかな。当たるんだったら。
当たるかもね。
でもね、意外とね、アレク座高低いんですよ。
Yeah, he's played Ken, but Ken is really
の
good.
竜巻しゃがみに当たんないからね。合計より座高低いっす。
マジで。
あ、でも今当たってたな。当たってんだら有利だろ、いぶき。
まあ固めでね。
そう、立ちコパがしゃがみに当たるかどうかってかなり大事なんで。
ちょっとめんどくさいもんね。
霞がもうすでに2本あるので、いぶきが無理をしないで、のらりくらり立ち回って削りでもいい。
It's easier to gimmick with Sean than 12. Not that his moves are more gimmicky in general, they're like equally gimmicky. You get lit up by either one if you don't know the matchup. But the thing is, like, you don't have to. Super bad situation for Alex. Wow! That was pretty desperation play, but it worked. If you get lit up by 12, like, you have to get lit up a lot by 12, you know what I mean? Alright, close run house. Oh, that was max meaty. It's like, you just have to be right like a couple times against 12. I've certainly got my ass kicked by 12s before, don't get me wrong. But like, you know, if you're just right a little bit against 12.
これはちょっときついが。しっかり。
これはしっかり確定か？
ぽいですね。区内を出していなかったので。
なんか2フレぐらいで、ノーノーノーノーノーって
自分の方が強いと。
なんかもはや、
なるほど。
ライアン多分都合いいでしょうね。多分日本人になりたいときは日
Sean's damage output is a lot higher.
海外勢扱いしてもらいたいときは多分
Sean's damage output is still really low for what it's worth.
なるほどね。
The only thing he has that's actually decently powerful is his Super 3, which is probably his worst super.
分かってますね。
Actually, that might be 1-3-2. Best to
た
worst.
だこの組み合わせはアレク側はかなり厳しいはず。
あ、うまい。
I think this is a different Ryan. That's not Reinhardt. Reinhardt plays Ken in this game. For what it's worth, Reinhardt is actually like one of the best Kens in Third Strike, or at least he was when he was in the era when he was playing. Reinhardt is one of very, very few non-Japanese players I would say was definitively playing at a Japanese level. He was extremely good. He was better than any US player. Possible exception, Justin Wong.
とりあえずやっぱねキャラも強いんでね。
まあね。
信頼と実績のチュンリーさんですから。
さあ、全然からの。お、マジか。
これは連打しすぎたか？うわっといい飛び。無情な要素。強え。
マジか。お、うまいぞ。
差し返しの形になっている。画面端はさすがにチュンリーといえどちょっと怖い。
最強。さ
あくぐられたらこれは今度地獄が待ってる。うまい。あー惜しい。
うまい。狙いは良かったですね。いやここからワンチャンスでももう圏内入ってる。
Nikki KO was pretty good, but I don't remember if he was actually part of the scene. I think he was just a GPO hero who came later. Gutex was very well known for third strike play.
さあとうとう
He
飛び
was
ねじ込んだ
one of the best in the U.S.
気合い
Justin Wong was generally seen to be number one.
かなりライアン有利
Pyroly is extremely good. There's another Yun. There's like two really good US Yuns. One of them is Pyroly. Pyroly is one of the best third strike US players. Maybe the best.
そうですね
そこまで持っていければ
さあここからあるかお多分
But there were very few playing at the level of even like quite good Japanese players.
おっとライアンも飲まれた
あー膝
さああっという間にやられてしまいました
じゃんけんスパーク
じゃあコロ
同じチームになればいくらオロとはいえ
Yuki wasn't who I was thinking of.
そうとりあえずはめてる時の安心感が欲しいです
散々ディスってましたが本日
I'm literally better like than most of the US pros, to be honest.
やべダッシュ膝2を
The US scene was pretty bad.
あの大形のねスタンチがやばいんですよ
ですね
あれ後期3発でスタンするかな多分
最強
Oh, he missed it. Serena struggles there.
さあはめなしでフィニッシュ
最強だな
このゲージ状況はやばい
ダッシュ中盤とかってマジ気狂ってるな
てかね
でもあれ強えんだよマジ投げも割れるし
中盤はねあの性能の割にリスクがなさすぎますからねフレーム的にも
Ugh.
初
Parry
段
into
と
stage
2段
jab.
目の間は
100%
何フレだったら
consistent.
3フレぐらいじゃなかったしかも
The ultimate anti-air.
なぜか多段ヒットしてどっちでも当たれば浮くっていうね
そう
Parry into stage jab I think actually loses to jump and stomp. It depends on the timing actually.
性能の持ってる中攻撃
さあはめに
That's the right play. The X chopper moves 2 hits from the super, and without those 2 hits, it's basically impossible to get to A cross up unblockable. A 1-hit super, it's literally impossible to get across up unblockable. You need at least 2 hits.
惜しいでもああいうことしないと勝てねえんだよな
おっとこれは
Ouch, this might kill.
いやいかねえんじゃ
That
ね
was
え
a
か
very strong combo.
あした
うまいな
赤ガエルが頑張っている
頑張ってますね最大
That will probably never ever happen.
俺5人も倒す能力ないよ今
いや大丈夫
If you want to see me streaming,
頑
just
張り
be here right
頑張
now.
り来るからこのゲームはそれがサードストライク
That was cool actually. Staminim kick counter poking the fireball.
いや
Oro has a very wide fireball animation.
ちょっ
Good
と
punish.
さあこっから始める
Reversal non-EX
さあこれ
uppercut, but it's unthrowable.
赤
They're
ガエ
all
ルさんは
unthrowable.
銀だり
あちゃー
This is a weird setup.
湘南のおいちょっ
So
と
got it.
そういいゲームいいゲーム
これ裏に回ってんのかよ
さあいっぱい光ってます
マジ終わってんなこれおい
さあだけど俺弾がなくなっちゃうかなと思った俺弾が残ってた
ちょっと待てよ
それは死ぬわ
これ最強キャラさあ続いて登場が麻婆豆腐さんの件です
Far strong. He definitely wanted close.
この組み合わせさすがに
I like that. I was staying short and then mash parry. I respect that. That's safe against the opponent. That's safe against. That's a safe block string from the opponent parrying your normals. And also, it's quite rewarding if you get that kind of parry.
そうなんだよねこれね道着の通常技に対してかなり強い技ソバットが相性すごくいいので
Yeah, the last time I caught like a really good challenge in this game was that time I played Nikki KO. And I think I ended up coming out about even against him.
向こうもそんな
Against both his Yun and his Ken.
簡単には
これ剣が温まって前に走っていくと危ないかもしれないね
そう
ね
He was like very
あく
close.
まで中足の先端とかさ
Oh, this will kill.
てか死んだじゃん
Unless he fucks up.
あちゃちゃ
さあこれは痛い
Looking really good.
あらら
よしよしびっくりしたあれの方が
Technically
乗るのかな
speaking, you want to kill the opponent like after the stones run out. Because if you kill him while the stones are out, you have no meter for the next round. But you get a little bit of meter if you kill them with the follow-up combo post stones.
大攻撃が刺
It's
さる
very
と
little.
天
Doesn't
然ゲー
matter.
ジがもりもり溜まっていくあこれは
This will do a shit ton. You should do it. No, I don't like it. You should have done
弱
it.
発動じゃない
It's still really good, but Ken
あ
can
これ
escape
は無理だ
theoretically.
ろ
Looked like he got a parry there.
さあ
Stand
クレー
short,
バーで
stand.
す
Oh, yeah.
最強
おいおい
No.
ちゃんとやれよ
No, this Ken needs to be a god to win this. He can whip punish that with super.
いや
Be careful
あの
with those medium
怒って
kicks.
ません切れてます怒ってはいま
ち
せん
ゃんとやれよ
めっちゃ
なんですか。
これで相当終わってるらしい。
そうなんすよ。
本当に辛いらしいよこれ。さあこれで登場が埼玉の奥
そうだよな、これゲージ
ユウさん。
Ooh, very nice.
ソニック打ったらゲージ溜まるだけだからな、オロがぶっちゃけ。
これねダメなんだよね。全然リスクリターン合わなくて、その
The
近くに
low projectile
ダメっぽいんですけど。
is a true low.
で近くに
Just to high block
だ
it.
から相手の方が強いじゃん。
相手の方が強いですよ
We
ね。
might watch it's Alpha 2 footage,
し
and
か
we
も
might watch it
ス
yet.
タンチも短いからね、
Not
結
right
構危ない。お、うまい。
You have to be really careful about air to air parries against Oro because he does technically have an air throw.
あっと、
Oh, missed.
危ない危ない危ない。
危ねえって言って俺はオロを応援しなきゃいけない。
And his 4 dash. 4 dash is quite strong against Remy because it goes under the fireball. He went for the cross and blockable, didn't get it.
じゃねえの。
That was weird.
さあガーフにならなかったら
Usually, if you do a jump
あるよ。
medium kick and it crosses up while you've got stones up,
あちゃ
うわうわ
it depends on the opponent's character.
これガードしてたら死
He
ぬ
fell
よ。
out.
おいガードしてんじゃねえかよ、おい。
Should have been mashing that parry.
このゲームで C で死ぬのはマジで恥ずかしいからね。
Oh, you know what's kind of quirky?
耐えられると思った
Remy's EX fireball, the low one, you have to actually block low, but you can still parry it high. It's like the only move in the game like that. Ooh,
残ると思
nice
った
parry.
チャレンジ。
Good ass use of that close
あ
fierce.
ー前入れなきゃダメだったんだけどな、本当は。
初めて知りましたね。C はチャレンジする。
I've seen that fall out from crazy far away. It's not the first time I've seen that.
いやー
There are a few supers like
新し
that.
い発見ありますね。
They're not intended to combo like that.
C ってでも何の C なんだろうね。
Remy's Super 2 is pretty
チープか
shit. The only thing it does that's kind of cool is it does a lot of damage on an
チ
opponent
ー
on
ズ
the
の
ground.
中ですね。
And also it comes out really fast. Ooh,
だか
there
ら
it
C
was.
なのかと思ったけど違うな、チあ
This
これ
will like kill.
やばい。
This will actually kill.
これ痛えなおい。
てか、ピオアしないかギリギリもう補正で。てか、そういう問題じゃないんじゃない
It's
か
gonna be。close. I think it's gonna. Oh, no. Still alive.
いやでもいいよいいよいいよ。いいよユウさんいいよ
まあね、
それで。
確かにね、トリプルサマーしゃがみでくら
It's very common in third strike to
ゲージが
be in a scenario you've never been in before.
近距離の火力は高く
That
なる
happens
ので、
extremely regularly.
この状況、おー
Very nice.
おー
Oh, he didn't actually hit a one.
え
He parried into nothing. This will do a shit ton.
絶対ボタン押すじゃん。
He can do the. No, he went for. He went
これは
for.
もう画面上めっちゃくちゃになってるぞこれ。
That's my ender. I invented that.
なんだよ
Man stole
こ
it.
れ今
さあ今の
I literally invented that setup, and I never saw anyone. This guy has never seen me play.
しょうがない。
He probably just made it up as well. But I've never ever seen anyone else go for that
藤
setup.
原さんですね。
The Bath original setup. And then Koro comes out of nowhere, and he's like, "Oh, I have this setup too." And I'm just like, "Whoa, dick's
さあ
touch."
8人目、
Across
ワン
the
ピー
world.
ナーが8人目、藤原ダッドリー。
ねでも確かにコロ別にいいよっていうやつは多分
Fujiwara,
プレイヤーの中
This
に
is the best
何人い
Dudley.
るかですよ。
By the best, I mean the second best.
ね
多分
Kokujin is
みんな
eternal
嫌だ
best
と思
Dudley.
うわあありがとう
え。しかし EX
No, but really, Fujiwara is insanely good.
藤原さんありがとう。
Oh my god, make it stop. Make it stop.
藤原さんありがと
やばいやばい。
Help.
う。いや
俺また C なんじゃねえのこれ。
ーありがとう。
おい
チャレンジすればよかったのに。
C はダメだって。
チャレンジすればよかったのに。
や
Help.
めて3人残さないで。
Help.
だって。
Help.
チャレンジしないとそういうことになるよ。チャレンジね。
Oh.
あ、しかし
Alright, Oro can still win this quite easily.
チ
Oh,
ャレ
never
ン
mind,
ジ
he
来
said.
たか。
チャレンジせえよ
あと3人
チャレンジ。いいよいいよありがとう。なんかやっぱこういうわけわかんないやつを
Fujiwara
処
is
理
so
する能力ピカイチっすね。
っていうかあのね
はい。
普通に強いっす。
ですよね。
普通に強いっす。
People used to debate that shit all the time.
いや
いやなんだろう。
Kokujin has like a better like anti like
あ、やっぱ
Anti-meta
やっぱダッドリー
playstyle.
強いんだなって思わせてくれますよね。
which I think made him stronger against a lot of the best other best players.
負けずになんかやべどうし
Fujiwara
よう
is a lot more
っていう
clean than
風な
Kokujin
不安
is.
とか一切なく
Kokujin's a bit nutty.
ありとあ
Fujiwara
ら
is
ゆる
more
ものを
traditional.
なんかこう意志を持ってボタンを押すあの強さみたいな。
そうですね。
すげえな。俺ビビっちゃうけどねコロがね。
下がっちゃう。
あ
まあ俺もそんな強気には全然
That
いけない
car
です
throw.
よ。いけ
That
ない
went
です
really
ね。
far.
藤原さんなんか心臓が強いですねやっぱりね。すごいな。
けどマッチさんは
That was going to be canceled to super if it was
ガ
parried.
チモード。
ガチモードですね。
Fujiwara was basically in a checkmate scenario there.
直立不動でなんか
拍手してる。
なんか怒られた高校生みたいな感じで
そうですね
なんか廊下に立たされてるみたいなまあねチャレンジしねよチャレンジ。
ランク重ねて
Kokujin retired.
コロが壁に
手堅い。 これマジ気抜くと一瞬で死にますからね、ロケットストッパー食らって。
まあ一撃でねダウンしたらもうこれ分かんないですね。
EX マシンガン食らってバラの後一発で死ぬじゃないですか。
ああそっか。ましてやロケットですからね。さあ一撃で分かんないぞ。だけどマッソがすごい手堅いムーブで藤原さんを寄せつけない。
やりづらそうですね。
ですね。さあこれ
外してる。
しっかりガードしてますね。
Oh, you know what? I think he was at Go Up Cup.
飛びもくぐって
Must have unretired for that.
なるべく安全な位置でボタンを押す。
I think he was there both years that I watched too. Must have unretired twice.
なかなか近づけない。そして時間もなく
He might have been able to hold up forward on that one. The range was pretty good. Normally you can't hold up forward, but it depends on the range.
さあここで
Oh, oh, oh.
3回
Those are really hard to do, to be honest. Oh, dude. Uh-oh. Watch out. Meaty Rose. This is a 50-50. Oh, he fucked up. Fuji could have just done super and killed him. The throw was also a punish, and he also could have made him recover into it towards roundhouse or a down strong or fucking anything. But he didn't see it. It was just lucky. He didn't know which way Akuma was teleporting, and he, like, got surprised. That setup is kind of cool. Light Tatsu, hard Tatsu. The main advantage of it over DP is that it gives you more Oki time, which isn't really a huge factor because they both give you sufficient Oki time to go for third strike style meaties. But the main thing is it gives you time to taunt, which we just saw right there. I remember when that first came up that was like a possible play for Akuma. I think it's really optimal most of the time. But most Akuma players don't really seem to use it. But I remember thinking like years ago, I was like, I wonder when we're going to start seeing Akuma players actually do this. It's kind of cool. Not really, it just made him further from the corner. Get him past half screen, then jump over his head so he's not. He really didn't need to do that. Didn't telegraph at all. Nice. That was a crazy hard parry. Akuma's hard DP is a true anti-air. You have to parry it. It's invincible. And it's got a good hitbox. You can't jump out of that one. Akuma's Supreme does not do that much damage. On block, I mean. Well, on hit either. Having the opponent land on a firewall gives you so much fucking Oki timing. Got a couple of Tatsus in there. Versal DP of some variety, it traded. Oof. Power. Nice. That was a pretty aggressive read. He was probably going to do something different if he didn't get the parry. He was probably going to do jump and then delayed axe kick or something like that. Or delayed jump medium kick or something, I don't know. But he saw that he got the parry and he's like, okay, I'm just going to do my big damage. I'm just going to punish this. Universal overhead caught, I jump forward. It's kind of cool. Cross towards strong is not nearly as good in this game as it is in Street Fighter 4. In Street Fighter 4 it's basically like an alternate universe fucking deadly towards medium kick. Plus on block normal it moves in. In this game it's kind of this weird little poke that she has. That was a good thing to do. Parry the first two hits and then shift to blocking. You can get double dizzy combos in this game, but it's pretty rare. Oh. Mostly only with dizzy-themed supers. Like if Alex dizzies Akuma, he can do hard chop to super 3, and that re-dizzies. I don't think Denjin Ryu has one. I think even a fully charged Denjin won't re-dizzy Akuma. What's that, Beth? Keep watching Third Strike. How do you dizzy Akuma twice without killing him?
ということで、本日はですね、リーダーがバルニャンさんとタルワインさんでございますね。で、2人のリーダーで、7対7、14の同点ということで、
Damn, bunch of ungrateful guys in here. I just want to watch Third Strike, okay? I logged on to watch some Third Strike. Got Third Strike videos to wrestle through. We've only got 27 more. Official Yang pressure. Huh? Why didn't you mash it out? Lightning should jump fierce, I think. Good hitbox on that button. Okay, never mind. That would have almost killed him. That might have actually killed him. It's fucking a Super 2 with very low scaling on twin health. Like, that really would have fucked him up if it landed. He missed it, though. So one frame link on crouching opponents only, and that was a crouching Yang. He literally could have just completely turned that around in 1 second with that overhead.
リーダーを務めたタルバインということで、リーダーなのに2番手に立候補してますよ、いいですよ。これ、さっきちょっとやってたのにいたんですけど、バインさん勝ってましたね、これは。マジではい、なるほど。
I really like that delayed, like very late connect air heavy. What the fuck? He used the TC.
ラウンドアーチが第1を全て台無しにすると。そうですね。名前エクストロードもさせるようになると変わってくるんですけど、ちょっとレベル帯の機会になりますね、これは。歩いて投げ。タルさんが苦しい。でも下がってくれた。
Depending on the games themselves, I might take a look at them. If they're like EX, they're gonna be good.
どうしてもあれ振り回されるとね、行きにくいんですけど、真上からガーン、なんだろう、PC に乗っかるとかそういう選択肢を増やすしかないのかな。まあ、手っ取り早いのはやっぱ飛ぶんですけど、映画の空対空も強いんでね。強いよね、こいつの空対空。
Right, nice. A single EX Rekka is safe, and you can quite easily confirm more EX Rekkas off of it. It is just the best. It is just the best EX move. There's nothing else that even compares. It does good stun. It does good damage. It's got insane corner carry. Whoa! Look! I'm cute! I didn't realize. What a dank message to resub with. Ah, one parry only. That's always two. There's no context where it's only one. If you're gonna stand. He should have been able to realize, especially by the first parry, it's like, oh, I just parried it, now let's smash. Let me parry the second hit. Quite easy. He must have parried on accident or something. Not even seen what it was.
次がさあ2番手、ワンピマの2番手が、マキちゃんさんですが、ヒューゴエレナネティフには辛いキャラになってしまいました。さっきの試合で、ドライさんと一緒やってて、
I've been kind of meaning to watch some recent Injustice 2 footage because I've been a little bit like, you know, haven't been keeping up with it super well. I didn't know until recently, but there's that whole thing with Aquaman and his trait. Apparently, Aquaman in traits takes about 20 times the chip he would normally take, which in my opinion makes a whole lot of fucking sense. Because the entire point of Aquaman's trait is he's going to abruptly become able to block in the middle of a combo. So if he's going to be able to block, you might as well still make him take a bunch of damage from blocking. But I've heard there was some hubbub recently in an event where Aquaman in trait blocked another Aquaman's like Trident Rush EX, and it did like fucking more damage than an on-hit Trident Rush EX or something like that. Like destroyed him in 1 second. I'd have loved to see that. Apparently a lot of people were like, hey, NetherRealm, is this an accident? And NetherRealm's like, no, that's like a design, that's a balanced decision, it's not a blue edge. I've got an Aquaman combo video in the works. Soon. It's just gonna be B&Bs. What was that? Looked like St. Fierce. 1v1 in Skullgirls? You just have extra health, right? You just have a shit ton of health to compensate for the fact that you only have one character. You lose out on assists. I know they're technically supposed to be balanced against each other, but from what I've heard, 3 is marginally better than 2, and 2 is marginally better than 1. Got him. For all I know, that could have been a punish. A lot of attacks in this game are like minus on hit, or minus on block. Nice. All these fake combos. He blocked? That was like a heavy one. If you're gonna block it, why don't you just parry it? It's very difficult, but it's an insanely good habit in this game. All overheads are reactable, but they're not always reactable as overheads. But it's an insanely good habit in this game to get in the to learn to spot overheads and parry them. I'm not good at it for most overheads. But something like Ken back medium kick or deadly towards my mouse is very, very difficult. The SPD was a bit weird. Oh, he tried to parry the last hit, maybe? Or maybe just got caught up in his motion. Does he still play SF5 at all? I remember his Fong, and then I remember in Season 2 it was like, hey, I'm gonna play a real character. But then we never saw him again. Or I didn't, at least. That's probably the best possible ending for Hugo. She didn't get much meter back. She used all of it. He still got all of his. He was trying to whiff that, but he accidentally hit it because of the extended hairbox. The thing about fighting games, I feel, is that a lot of people, like, have never played them. But a lot of people think they played them. That's like one of the biggest problems fighting games face. is that there's like a lot of people who have never really. I'm not even trying to be elitist. It's just like the appeal of fighting games is something that it's very easy to play a fighting game and never even get exposed to. If you only play the COM, you're never going to get the primary appeal of fighting games. He might have been juggleable there. Wow! There always being a hero with Super 1.
諦めないぐるぐる。さあドライさん2連勝。エレナ2打点はマジか。ぼやいてますね。4人目は高橋さんのヒューゴ。さあヒューゴという重量級対決ですね。お互い PA ヒューが2回。
I don't understand how you could play a fighting, like you could like buy a fighting game and then just play through arcade mode once, or even a bunch of times and like find fun out of that. It's a little fun, I guess. There are fighting games where I wouldn't mind doing that, but like as someone who like fighting games are my favorite genre by far, there's just not much to that. For most people, for most gamers, that's their only exposure to fighting games, or like you know story mode stuff like Mortal Kombat and. Dare I say, World Tour stuff like Soul Calibur, or like what do you call it? Alpha 3 had that. It's like that shit's not very fun at all, even for like a pro fighting game player. The fun comes from like fucking getting better at something. Like Q health.
パンチとかね、パームがね、マジで強いんですよね。ワンとかも性能いいもんね、こいつ。甘えて飛ぶと突進でくぐられちゃうっていう。そこがめんどくさいね、確かに。あー、2回。まあ、取りたい。光ガードだが下がりすぎるとどうなる。あ、遅い。
Unusual punish. Not bad though. I think a lot more people would like fighting games if they ever really understood like what the appeal was. But that's a very difficult thing. You can't explain it to someone.
Ah, お見事、高橋さんが最後は危なげなく勝利。はい、バルネアさん。さあ、次はレミーとなりました。渋いキャラのオンパレードでございます。
Smash is a fighting game, dude. I don't understand people who always say Smash isn't a fighting game. There are even fighting games that have all the same fucking mechanics as Smash. Smash didn't even fucking innovate anything. They just brought a bunch of weird mechanics together. Items existed pre-Smash. Platforming style movement existed pre-Smash. Fucking ring out KOs only existed pre-Smash. None of these things have to be a fucking... None of these things make it not a fighting game. I don't like this. I don't like hanging back against Q. Q only has one taunt right now, though. If the screen ever shakes, the taunt worked. And he's got two. I feel like Remy should hound Q. Can Remy really not punish that? Or I can just hit Snare House every time. I don't understand why everyone's trying to fucking keep Smash out of the fighting game scene. It is different from like traditional fighters. I'm not gonna argue. But it feels like gatekeeping to me. Wow. Close stand fierce. That's a weird button to go for there. Crouch fierce would have been too slow. I guess close fierce was a good response to anything he could have parried.
さあ赤ガエル登場。
Nice spacing.
強キャラが全然出てこない。全然出てこない。平和なサードである。ね。さあもう中堅というか後半戦ではあるんですが、PA 見てしっかり入れてると。
I think that's for the most part true. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily true anymore. Because like StarCraft and like League of Legends are really popular now. And honestly, like shooting games still have a component of that. It's not like people are afraid of competitive games anymore.
レイドルも知らないもんね。入ってもなかった。当たらない。
Nice. Hugh's health, dude. What the fuck?
いい根性値。第2ラウンド。高橋さん、なんだろう、こう緩急がついてるというか、攻め手を相手に読ませない感じがある。画面端を追い込んで、赤ガエルがゴリゴリいったり。
Good whip punish. It was kind of hard to whip punish that. This is gonna be hard to whip punish too. Yep. His best hope was to just get charged and punish it with the X stomp, but that would have been kind of shitty.
スタンピーズはそうですね、横軸追い打ちしてくれるから。これは飛んじゃうとね、飛びかかりやすいから。いけるか。
You can post it for other guys. I know. I'm gonna watch no Aries video. I'm here to watch Shit Strike. I'm here to have nice, clean YouTube archives. I do it for the VODs, baby. I think we'll watch something else after this particular video. Probably that Alpha 2 footage.
全キャラで一番細いっていうよくわかんないけど。まあ細いよね、見るからに。見るからに細いけど。
I watched CBS2 recently. Was it not the combo breaker footage? He thought about it. He thought about it. I see that. Akagaru had the same exact thought process I had. Literally thought to himself, how should I have punished that? While I thought to myself, like, how should Alex have punished that? Everyone wants to fucking recommend their own video. I don't care about this.
さあちょっと注目カードと言っていいでしょう。赤ガエル VS ユー。さあアレクレニーですが、ユー側はフンヌですね。おーブロック。EXL に確か移動フンヌが隠れるんだっけ？ EXL に確か移動フンヌが隠れるんだっけ？移動ってむずいんじゃない？まあずらすだけだよ。まあでも。
I had a bunch of friends who were super into competitive Smash. Not competitive Smash, but like, you know, casual Smash. And like, they all thought that fucking fighting games were just like a stupid ass, like, waste of time. And I was like, man, I wish we all like got together and played Brawl. And like, every time we got together and played Brawl, I was like, I wish you guys could fucking understand like the appeal of Street Fighter 4. Wish we could just play that instead. And then they all learned Street Fighter 4. But that took like years. Friendlies, excuse me. They aren't casuals in Smash, they're friendlies. They aren't mirrors, they're dittos. Is that really a punish? It's a pretty fast super. With Street Fighter 4, it's very, like, ironically, it's kind of hard to learn. Because of how, like, how big of a thing Links were. Links are very, like, normie unfriendly, I think. In Street Fighter 3, when you, like, teach someone, like, their punish combo, you literally just teach them, like, a normal cancel to a special for most characters. I like Akuma's depth. He feels like a Shadow. He reminds me of Ryu and Evil Ryu in Street Fighter 4. But Ryu in Street Fighter 5 does not remind me of that. The thing is, like, trying to show my friends like fucking, like low jab, low strong, like DP or something like that. Like that kind of combo is just like very unfriendly to someone. Like you know, the question is like, can they even do the combo at all, and also can they do the combo at the right time in a match? There's like two separate big factors to that. It's very hard to sell someone on a game when it's like, oh, this is just like, this is the combo you do here. You can't do it yet, but you'll eventually be able to do it. But just know that fucking it's the right thing to do in the situation you'll be in occasionally. Very hard to win. That's a punish. Mortal Kombat has its own terms too. Street Fighter 5 is like you can usually learn and be able to do a combo consistently after like 10 seconds, even if you're a beginner. Five is by far the wow, cool juggle. 5 is by far the most normie friendly fucking Street Fighter game. By far. But it blew all its chances with normies based on its horrible reputation. It's like here's that game that installed a keylogger. Fucking here's that game with the fucking shitty netcode that won't let you on. Here's that game with the, I don't know, there were like 20 million wrong things. I can't even think of all the fucking things that did wrong. Even for like a beginner perspective. No arcade mode. Trying to make Kareen your first character, Jesus Christ. You can still play Kareen like a normal ass character. Even if you can't do instant Tenkos. Nice. That entire debacle with like survival mode. I don't even understand the debacle with survival mode. I didn't give a shit. It'd be kind of cool if it, like, for tournaments there was like a secret code that unlocked all the colors or something like that. But you were getting a thing that basically didn't matter at all, and you're doing a mode that actually isn't that bad to get it. Like, the only thing that's even remotely bad about survival mode is, like, how much time it takes. But, like, the comms are actually pretty smart in Street Fighter 5. Like, they would legitimately beat you. It wasn't just fucking input reading or shit like that. They, like, did B&B combos, and they, like, played, like, relatively like real players. I don't understand the fuss. The fuss is just literally the problem with survival mode that made it unfun was that you would work on something for like 30 minutes and then lose once, and then all of a sudden that 30 minutes of work would be down the drain. But it's not like you needed colors or anything like that. Interesting anti-air. I also didn't understand the debacle with arcade mode, because again, I think that fighting games, in order to really get the appeal of fighting games, your attention should be split between like local multiplayer, online multiplayer, and practice. Everything else is literally unnecessary. I'm that guy. I'm that guy who thinks everything else is just fucking pointless. I did arcade mode like not at all in Super.
中当たったが、
足苦しい。
まだ逃がさない。必殺巻き打たれる前にだが、
陣内出なかったけど投げ返して、
地獄車になってしまった。で切り返されたが、これは
ブロッキング狙っちゃう。
一番深いとこでのジャンプ三段陣内。